Yes people, welcome to Chasing Monsters, a Park Lake fishing series brought to you by me, Ricardo, from Backonthebank. Now I hope you enjoy this series with content dropping on a monthly basis. Watch myself and the lads pursue a number of monstrous carp at a lake that's certainly not for the faint-hearted. We'll fish, we'll blank, we'll certainly persevere though, and who knows, there might even be a few PBs broken along the way. So here's to the current episode, we hope you enjoy it. Stick a comment down below if you do, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, sit back, relax, get your kettles on and keep your eyes peeled for that next Park Lake monster. Yes people, what's going on? It's your boy Ricardo and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Backonthebank. Now we are here for the September episode of Chasing Monsters. Thank you to everyone that's been watching my channel and to everyone that's subscribed recently. We have just gone past the 1,000 sub mark, which I am absolutely over the moon with. It was one of my targets on the channel for this year, and I've actually managed to reach it 3 months early. So thank you to everyone that's subscribed, everyone that's watched all of my content, and everyone that's liked or commented on any of my videos. It's the second week of September now, and I've got to the lake to do a 48-hour session. I'm in a swim known as the Single Winters, which I'm actually shocked that it's free, because since I've actually started fishing at this lake, I've never been able to get in here. There's always been someone in this swim. It's a little bit of a hot spot, I won't lie, but yeah, managed to get a little lap around the lake this morning, pretty early doors. Spoke to a fella that was in this swim prior to me, and he told me that he was leaving today at 2 o'clock, so I jumped on the opportunity, shot back home, grabbed my gear and got back in to jump in after him. The lake has been like that for the last few months. It's a matter of sort of being on the ball really and jumping on opportunities when they arise. We've got a northerly wind, which is a cooler wind, coming into this end of the lake as well, so I'm here for the next 2 nights. Hopefully I can land a couple of fish. I am actually buzzing to be back out. Don't get me wrong, last month was pretty peak from my side of things. As you know, if you've watched the previous video, I didn't manage to land anything, but it's a new month and a new session, so let's crack on with it. Yes people, so we're just coming into the first evening of this 48-hour session. I managed to get all 3 rods out on some pretty decent spots, to be fair. A couple of scoops of boilie over the top of my 2 rods on the pads, and then the open water rod I'm actually fishing a single. So yeah, we're going to see how that goes. I know the lake's had quite a bit of bait over the last sort of few months, so yeah, we're just going to see how it goes for the first night. Not sure if there's going to be any rain. I did look at the forecast, it says that there's a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be anything drastic. So yeah, hopefully the temperature stays at a reasonable level. As I said earlier on, I've never had the opportunity to fish this, and with the sign saying get in here and the opportunity arising this morning, I thought lovely stuff. I'll go home and grab the gear and yeah, put a bit of time in, so hopefully it pays off. It's yeah, 7:15 at the moment. I think it's going to get dark in about 20 minutes because obviously the sun's setting a lot earlier now, going into the winter. So we're going to be over here in the pitch black, which means I'm probably going to have to upgrade one of my lenses, because the Panasonic GH5, which I use, is not the best in low light. So yeah, we're going to have to probably upgrade on a better lower aperture wide angle lens, which I actually used on a job that I'd done a couple of days ago. So yeah, I've found the lens that I kind of want, but it's a matter of getting some money together to buy it because it ain't cheap. So yeah, enough of me ranting on. There's just a little rat or a field mouse has just interrupted me, so we'll cut it at that. Hopefully I can show you guys something during the night time, but if I don't have anything to report, then it's an early start for all of us. So I'll see you in the morning. Nice one. Right, done the old face, filled the old stomach. Good morning. We're looking at about 10:30 on the first morning of this 48-hour session. Leon just come over and had some breakfast with me this morning. He put up the story on his Instagram as well because we was lacking sauce. Although the sausages were pretty decent, to be fair, so I think they made up for it. But yeah. Yeah, he's just popped over for about an hour or so with me, and I can't believe it, man. Like, I've just lost a fish. So this morning, I had my eyes on the water from about 6 o'clock this morning, just before the sun rose, and yeah, just see a mad amount of fizzing like over a couple of my spots, really. As I said yesterday, I didn't put too much bait out, but there was enough there for the fish to sort of have a little bit of a feed. And yeah, Leon's arrived there about 8 o'clock. And we're just having a chat and that. I just stuck the kettle on and had a cup of tea. And yeah, like my left rod just like pulled up, bent round, and I struck into the fish. And I felt the fish there for a good 10 seconds. And just all of a sudden, it's just come off. But in between that, that absolute nightmare, my middle rod shot off as well. So Leon's picked that up and struck into a second fish. And surprisingly enough, the same thing happened to him. I just can't believe it. Like, so yeah, reeled both those rods in. Pretty disappointed about it, but I know the spots are producing bites, so that's probably the positive to take from it. I've got both the rods back on the spot now, and this swim does tend to have a bit of a day bite in it, so I'm hoping that I manage to nick something this afternoon. So yeah, rods back on the spots. I've put a little bit more bait on those spots as well, because I feel like that bait probably did disappear prior to those bites occurring. But yeah, so yeah, just waiting really, like, for something to happen. I do feel confident, I can't lie. I'm pretty sure that there are fish still here. I've seen a few on the top as well as the sun's come round. Hopefully some good news is to come, because this morning has certainly not been the best morning for me, that's for sure. To top things off, when I went to go down and strike the left rod, me croc flew off. I ended up standing in a puddle of mud for absolutely no reason. So yeah, the new Adidas socks have destroyed. So hopefully a fish can redeem that, but we'll see. One more thing to mention before we crack on. We finally hit the 1k sub mark. I said that once I do reach that target, I was going to do a giveaway. I've been thinking about the giveaway over the last week or so, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it as a capture angling competition. So that's the brand that I launched a few months back. If you haven't seen that, then go over to the website captureangling.co.uk and check out some of the products on offer. But yeah, essentially there will be one lucky YouTube subscriber that has the opportunity to win one of my capture windbreaker jackets, a set of capture stickers, a capture mug, and 2 capture lighters. So yeah, a pretty decent prize. The rules are pretty simple. What I need you guys to do is comment in this video below with hashtag captureangling1k. So I'll put it on the screen now. Hashtag capture angling 1K. Stick that in the comment section below of this video and you will automatically enter for a chance of winning those capture angling products. The winner will be announced on the second week of October, so probably around the 13th or 14th of October. So yeah, make sure you put a comment down below if you want to try and win some of that stuff. Good luck with that, and I'll speak to you a bit later on in this vlog. It's a toasty one, that's for sure. So guys, we are slowly moving towards the evening of my second night on this 48-hour session. I've had a nightmare with the crayfish on this lake for the last couple of sessions, and I think it's fair to say that crayfish are quite problematic, especially when you're fishing in the margins. So I've got a couple of rigs placed up against some pads at the moment which happen to be in the margins, so I've had to sort of adjust my baiting approach. I've gone with a plastic corn approach on this session, solely because whenever I try and put an actual bait onto my rig, it just gets taken within an hour or so. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but yeah, just sort of have to deal with it really. Yeah, so I'm using pop-up corn on 2 rigs, and then I've got a wafter on another rig which is out in open water at the moment. So hopefully one of them rattles off. I'm still gutted about this morning, to be fair. Oh, it's just unbelievable. But yeah, I managed to sort of lose 2 fish within a matter of 5 minutes. Just insane, but sometimes shit happens, let's be honest. Ow, I just got a bit on my leg. Yeah, so it's been quite hot for the whole day really. Haven't seen much activity. See one fish crash close to one of my spots about an hour or so ago, but apart from that it has been dead quiet. I don't think anybody else on the water has had anything either, so not sure what's happening at the moment. I'm hoping it's going to cool down soon. So yeah, second night of this session. I'm going to grab a takeaway tonight, looking forward to it. Not too sure what I'm going to have though, but it's Friday night, so it has to be done. Off tomorrow morning, probably about 10-11 o'clock. Got the missus picking me up then, so yeah, I shall be off the water tomorrow morning. So yeah, further updates to come. Probably tune in with you a bit later on tonight, and fingers crossed. That's all I can say. Fingers bloody crossed. Cross your fingers for me. Yo, so, God, that light is a bit bright. Anyway, people, thought I'd tune in. Now, do you know what? This has probably gone down as one of my worst days since I started fishing again. And to top it off, the kebab guy got my order wrong, so I didn't even get the dinner that I wanted. So yeah, it's been a pretty peak day. Lost a fish, scorching hot. Got bit by gnats and got my order wrong. So yeah, don't always go the way you want it to, but you just have to keep persevering, as I normally do. Rigs are on the spots though, so at least there's some hope for us. Hopefully one of those rigs gets picked up and I manage to nick a carp this month, because I am struggling. I'm on a blank, but remain positive. That's the key thing to do in this scenario. Trust your tactics. Don't start thinking about things. Don't overthink things. I don't tend to do that as much anymore. I did used to be a big culprit for that, but I've learnt over the last sort of 6 months that when you find something that works, just keep persevering with it, and you'll eventually get results. So that's what I'm doing today. So I'm gonna settle down now and get a bit of kip. If I don't have one, then I will see you for the second session of the month, because I've still got time to get another session in, and I do believe that there is a solid piece of weather coming next week, so I'm certainly going to get out for a few nights in that, to sort of maximise my chances of landing a few fish. So yeah, that's that. But until then, or if I do have anything else to report on this session, I shall see you shortly. Get in there, yes. Oh my days, right, it's just before 11:30, and I locked off earlier on because I wasn't sure whether I was going to have one or not, but one of my rods, the right rod, which was in the silt gully, the single rod that I scattered a few new baits over the top of, has rattled off, and I've landed a very decent mirror. I'm just about to weigh it now, so I'll let you guys know what it goes. I'm absolutely buzzing. The blank has finally been fucking broken. Sorry for the swearing, I'm buzzing. Oh, mate. Oh, 25 on the nose. Yeah, I'm buzzing, man. Oh, first fish for like over a month now. So, yeah, so pleased. So as I said, right rod out in the gully. That was the one that I sort of was fishing as a single hook bait pretty much. Throughout the day. I just put it back out there this evening and scattered a couple of baits over the top of it, and yeah, just before 11:30 rattled off, and I've finally been rewarded with a fish, man. After losing 2 this morning, I feel very privileged. But yeah, just shows that perseverance pays off. My mate Callum has come round to help me with the photos, so thanks, bro. There we go. Lovely little mark there on the front. I noticed that when I had her in the mat. But yeah, absolutely over the moon. Final night of this session. I'll be back next week as well. Oh, gassed, man. Absolutely gassed. We'll just get her up again for the other side because she went a bit mad. And then we'll get to some photos. But yeah, there's the other side of her as well again. This is why we fish this late though, man. Some cracking fish in here. Bloody hard water, but so rewarding when you do have them. And yeah, all the blanking footage that you see is worth every minute for stuff like this. Is that sweet, pal, yeah? Right, let's get a couple of photos. And as you can imagine, after slipping her back home, I went to sleep a very satisfied angler. Yeah, that's it. It is. It ain't an easy life, but it's the life I chose. And on that note, we've come to the end of this first session, and you'd have seen from the footage from last night that I saved a blank. It's been quite a painful month, but perseverance has paid off. Managed to land a lovely £25 mirror. One of my friends over here, Callum, coming out with some of the shots as well, so I just want to say thanks to him. He's actually waiting behind the lens at the minute because I think he's going to jump in the swim after me, but yeah, as I said, just pleased to finally have one, and hopefully we can go on into the autumn now and nick a few fish before the winter. Yeah, haven't really got much else to say on this session. As I said, I'll be filming again on my next session, which should be next week, because the weather is meant to be unbelievable. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed. Please click the like button if you like this video, and I shall see you in the next session. I need to go to the toilet, so I'm going to end the video on this, and see you soon. Yes people, so second session of the September episode of Chasing Monsters. Me and Snedden, aka Bald Carper, have managed to jump in the bus stop, which is a double swim on this lake. So yeah, we're fishing for the next 2 nights together. Sned is in the background. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, confident mate, looking forward to it. Weather front looks good. Yeah, so hopefully we can get amongst a few fish mate.
Yeah, but yeah, as I said, fishing the left side of the bus stop. Got my rigs on a couple of nice spots. Proper confident with the new bait that I've been using. Landed a fish on the first session, as you guys already see. So yeah, going into your next session after using any bait and having a fish is always going to make you feel more confident. But yeah, I'm just happy to get the rigs back out and get a couple of those baits over the top. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, just chilling out for a few hours. We've both got our rods out now, bivvies up, and we're ready to rumble. So let's crack on with this second session. Hopefully there's a few more fish to show you guys, and I've got someone else with me as well on this session, so hopefully he has a few. Pressure is on. So Leon's just come over for a few hours and thought it'd be funny to terrorise someone, and Snedden's got it unfortunately. His lucky teddy bear, the PG Tips thing, normally sits behind his rods. There is no teddy bear behind those rods. There's no teddy bear there. Teddy bear's there. Oh, it's too dark. Tell you what, I'm going to have to put it on auto just for the teddy bear is in the bush. Snedden has quickly gone to get his coat, so oh, and the other thing is that he's going to have to get his teddy bear back via the waders because it's through a bunch of stinging nettles, but in the waders lies a lovely bunch of gravel, so good luck. Snez, the teddy bear had to go because your target for this season was a 30, and what's happened so far? No 30. Go on, rip me gear again. And after some good food, some good company, and about 30 minutes of searching in the dark, Snedden finally found his teddy bear, and we went into the evening hopeful for a bite. So yeah, after an incredibly quiet evening, I felt the roof of my bivvy being tapped with a tremendous amount of rain between the hours of 3 and 6 AM. And I just laid in the bivvy pretty much thinking one of these rods is going to rattle off anytime soon. With that sudden drop in pressure and temperature, it was certainly a chilly one. But yeah, to not have a single bleep on any of the rods despite the incredible conditions upon us, it was quite frustrating. I got out of the bivvy about 7 o'clock, kept my eyes on the water, and set up a cup of tea while Snedden continued to sleep. I myself must have heard his iPhone alarm go off over 5 or so times, and in the end I just started shaking his bivvy and shouting his name until he did eventually slip out of the bed chair to join me. With both sets of eyes now on the water looking for any signs of carp, we was hopeful to see one or two maybe give themselves away, but to our disappointment it didn't happen, and we were pretty confused about it, to be fair. Yes people, so currently sitting here for the second day of this 48-hour session. I've got Snedden and Josh next to me, and they're contemplating whether Tottenham are going to do the deed over Arsenal this year. I personally think Arsenal will finish above Tottenham this year. I know they haven't done that for a few seasons, although Tottenham fans have just got gassed about the Gareth Bale situation, so we'll see how well he plays in the Premier League. A lot's changed since the last time he was in the league, that's for sure. Sneds, what do you reckon?
As I just said, Arsenal are shit and we are finishing above them.
Joshua?
I'm not even an Arsenal fan, innit? And Arsenal are doing it. Arteta's come in, changed their whole style of play, they're playing well. 100%.
Yeah.
Tottenham lost their first game of the season, they've got Bale back. Fair play, they've done 5-2 against Southampton, they ain't happening. Once Bale gets injured, Harry Kane gets injured.
Game on. Let us know in the comment section below what you think. Tottenham and Arsenal fans, I wonder if there is any. There probably will be, considering most of you probably are from around this area. But
Well, they'll be all Man United and Liverpool fans.
yeah, but this guy, a West Ham fan.
Mate, we'll get
What's
relegated.
happening with West Ham?
We'll get relegated.
Oh mate, I'm not going to lie, I feel sorry for West Ham fans at the moment. I do. No, I do, but I do.
No,
I do. It's
we're
peak.
used to it.
It's peak.
Mate.
From an outsider, like, I genuinely think the owners have shafted every single fan at West Ham since Upton Park got knocked down. It's ridiculous.
Moyes back.
It's
We
ridiculous.
sacked David Moyes and we brought him back.
yeah.
He's not even a fucking good manager.
Mate, all I'm saying is when West Ham are down in bottom at halfway through the season, Allardyce is coming back, mate.
To keep them up. Yeah, it's like a yo-yo scenario, isn't it? It's mad.
David Moyes back.
But no, I mean, for the last sort of 3-4 years, West Ham have baffled me. Just don't understand how they can't buy players, man. Just don't make no sense. But
It's not like they're paying for a stadium.
there you go. $2 million a year lease, as far as I'm aware. £2 million a year lease,
Mate, no,
and they can't even sign no one.
Mate, we sold that geezer at West Brom for 18 million, and we've
That
sold
Diangana,
and we've
I
sold
don't, but
nobody.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you got rid of him. See the Mark Noble thing as well. That was mad, wasn't it? Fair play to him. I said to my other West Ham mates, I reckon once he hangs up his boots, I reckon he'll bring out a book and call it something along the lines of The Truth at Upton Park or The Truth at the Olympic Stadium.
He's never going to rap.
Yes, he will.
He will never rap.
He will. I reckon so. I reckon he will.
He does,
I reckon he will. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Mr. West Ham for the fans.
No,
hopefully
if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Wilshere.
But yeah, enough about football. Right, so, as I said, second day of this 48-hour session. Sneds is off tomorrow, am I right? I'm contemplating staying a further night. Second session of this month. I think it's your first session of the month, isn't it? September.
No, second.
Oh yeah, it was. Sorry, it was. I'm wrong. Yeah, it was. It was the first week. Yeah. Yourself. Was you with him? No.
I fished in the last time.
Mr. Absent.
Yeah,
When you getting back out, son?
October after.
October. And then what? You told me behind the camera that you ain't going to be fishing the winter, didn't you?
Not a chance. I want to, mate. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck that.
So what? Your fault is sleeping bag and your new sleep system's up out of the window, is it?
Basically, it's fucking bag, mate.
Oh well, that's pointless.
I'll
isn't
use
it?
it in October, but yeah, mate, I ain't gonna lie. Winter.
Right. Okay. Right. Comment below if you think October is classified as the winter, because this guy seems to think it is.
It is technically.
It's bloody autumn.
It is, isn't it? But for
It's
me,
an autumn month.
For me, that's my winter session. I don't
No,
do
I'm not having
winter.
none of that. Yeah, so as I said, got the rods back out. I just re-chucked them and I put a bit more bait on the spot as well. So yeah, got them ready for this afternoon. I'm going to leave them now until tomorrow. So hopefully one of them rattles off and I can show you another fish.
Or a goat.
Hopefully not a coot. I'll tell you what, those things need to become extinct. That's my honest opinion about coots.
Getting a liking towards them.
No, I ain't, mate. We're going to cut that at the coots because I hate them. frustration. Anyway, good morning people. Final morning of the 48-hour session, but I do have some good news. There have been a couple of anglers that have left the lake this morning, didn't realise that, so there's a couple of swims free up that end of the lake with these unreal conditions still here and the pressure continuing to drop. I just feel it's worth staying for that extra night to try and wangle one out. I'm going to pack my gear up and get myself straight into that single swim, so we'll catch up a bit later on today. Okay, so made the move into that single swim that I mentioned earlier on. Got all 3 rods back out on some decent spots, going with a minimal baiting approach for this last night, just hoping to try and nick a bite. It is completely overcast now. We've actually got a light shower at the moment and the pressure is still very low, so they've got to kick on at one point or another, haven't they? Let's be honest. At least I've had one this month, that cracking lipstick 25-pound mirror from the first session. Glad I managed to land that. And yeah, glad to show you guys that bit of footage, so I hope you enjoyed that. So yeah, if you like the video, smash the like button, drop any comments that you'd like me to answer in the comment section below, and turn on the notification bell. And if you haven't already, drop in the competition comment, Capture Angling 1K, to be in for a chance of winning some Capture Angling clothing and a few accessories. So yeah, catch up with you guys in a bit.
I never think, I never know. I'm stuck and left alone. I've been lost, I've been found. My cause is not defined. Won't you kiss me? Won't you play? Won't you draw me? Ain't no way I could deny you, I could stray. Won't you kiss me?
Yes people, so it's the final hour of this extended 72-hour session. Unfortunately though, I haven't got anything else to report. It has been absolutely dead for me. Quite disappointed, but going to carry on. Have to persevere with this campaign on this lake because I really do want some of the bigger ones. Don't get me wrong, I had the broken rib mirror a few months ago and that was lovely, but I am certainly after some of the bigger residents that live in this lake. So yeah, just got to sort of knuckle down and hope that they sort of come by me this year, to be fair. I've had 4 fish off the lake since June, so it's not too bad. It could be better, but it could be a lot worse as well. So I'm not going to be too sort of sunken hearted by it, but we carry on with the next episode of Chasing Monsters. Hopefully October brings a bit more joy. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends, but most importantly stay safe, look after yourself, and tight lines if you're out angling. I shall see you in the next one, and yeah, take care. So as I said, right rod, head torch. Cheers, Cal. Yeah. So as I said, right rod. Give us an up the carp god signal, Sneds. Go. Nice little behind the scenes bit of footage for you. I just picked up the camera and spilt all my strawberry Miranda down my shirt, so lovely stuff. Cheers.
What happens to all scousers?
I'm filming for September at the moment, yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm just about to run up the steps with some panties. We need to go to the toilet.